we're trying a microphone check at home just to see if I've got it plugged in and working right. So Simon or Sarah, if you can let me know, I'd appreciate it. Excellent. Thank you very much, guys. All right, here we are. The Left Coast boys started off the day 1-0 against Beach Cities, clearing a major hurdle that's been holding them back for the past few tournaments. Beach Cities ranked number 3 overall in the SoCalCup, and Left Coast defeated them in 2 straight sets. That earned them the opportunity to face Balboa Bay Blue. This is Balboa Bay's premier team, and Balboa Bay, as a club, one of the best in Orange County. For every level, they usually have multiple teams. And at the highest levels, they're usually competing for national championships. This is their best 12U team that they're putting out on the court. Left Coast has faced them a handful of times before, and they've won each time. So we're hoping that streak continues. Balboa Bay Blue currently ranked number 8 in the SoCalCup. And so this is essentially a match to determine who is still the best club at 12U in Orange County. Balboa Bay wins the sprint in the handshake line. Probably hoping that's a good omen of things to come for them. CJ just half a step short of hitting that net before the Balboa Bay runner did. Your initial 6 are on the court. Looks like we're gonna have Evan hitting outside, Oliver in the middle, Braden hitting oppo. Your back row, we've got Ryder, Bradley, and Jay. Jay will be setting and serving. The down ref is checking in players right now. Ryder comes off. James checks in at libero. And the ref calls for the first serve, and with this, Jay kicks off the battle to see who's the best 12U team in Orange County. Jay's first serve is a good one. Down ball, Oliver's there. Jay sets Braden. Braden, standing swing. Balboa Bay hits around the block to gather the point. Jay's got to run that one down. He pops it up. Oliver gets a chance to put a down ball to the corner. Beautiful placement. Balboa thought that ball was going out for sure, and Oliver just rolls it down the line. Evan steps back to serve. Bradley moves up to hit outside. Evan's first serve is in for an ace on the back line. Left coast, painting the corners. Evan's second serve. That's a good one. It's going to result in the free ball. Oliver's there. Jay. Jay sets Braden outside the antenna. Braden makes an adjustment. No good. Substitution. Jay comes off. CJ comes on. Evan, CJ. CJ sets Oliver. Oliver takes a big swing, but the solo middle blocker is up and puts a roof on it. James, ace. Those deep serves where you're backpedaling and have to play it with your hands, it's so tough at the 12U level. Just not a whole lot of strength in the hands or wrists, so that if they're backpedaling, it's so hard to push that ball forward. Short, another ace. Your serve, receive, passers are Bradley, James, and Evan. This one's to Evan. Evan, CJ's got to run it down. He pops it up. Bradley gets a roll shot. Hitting error, deep and out of bounds. Side out to left coast. Oliver steps back to the line. Ryder takes over at middle hitter. Good first serve, results in a free ball. Braden to CJ. CJ sets Braden. Braden goes nice angle. Good dig by Balboa's player though. Tipped over. Evan to CJ. CJ sets outside to Bradley. Outside the antenna, Bradley off balance, makes a great swing. Good spot. Free ball again. Evan. Beautiful pass to CJ. Braden for the put away. Touches fingers, maybe? No call. They say Braden hit over the blocker's hands. No touch. Point to Balboa. Service error. Braden to serve. CJ moves up to set in the front row. The front row hitters are Bradley and Ryder. Hitting error. Point to left coast. Service error. Balboa Bay, service error. Bradley's back to serve. Evan hitting outside. Your front row, Evan, Ryder, CJ. Your back row, James, Bradley, and Braden. Bradley's first serve, tight to the net on that pass. Free ball, Bradley, beautiful pass to CJ. CJ outside to Evan, way outside the antenna, but Evan's a lefty. He knows what to do with it when you set to his left hand. And he takes a hard angle and an easy kill. Bradley's second serve. Ace. Area 6 is the call. Coach Matt wants to keep attacking the deep middle part of the court. That's exactly what Bradley does. Bradley pops that one up. CJ runs it down. Tough set, way outside the antenna. Somehow Braden makes a good adjustment to keep that ball alive. Roll shot, Bradley. Call against, it's a double hit against Balboa Bay. Left coast collects another point. Timeout called by Balboa. James back serving, I believe, is 4th. Area 6 is the call again, deep middle. It's right where he puts it, and he drops it in for an ace. Bradley, hard hitting serve that time, right down the middle. Balboa Bay's hitter gets a nice swing on that, goes over the left coast double block. Finds an empty spot on the court for the side out. James, CJ pops that one up. Left coast manages to keep that ball alive. Braden needs help from Ryder. Braden, nice down ball, but to the middle back of the court where the defender was. Double block is up! Oh, Evan and Ryder combine on a beautiful block, but it falls just out of bounds. If they can turn that one into the court more, that'd be a beautiful roof. James to CJ. CJ pops it up for Bradley. Bradley, roll shot, beautiful spot. Results in an overpass. Ryder to CJ. CJ to Braden. Free ball. Ryder! Monster solo block! And left coast is fired up. Ryder's back. Ryder comes off, so James serves as libero. Oliver comes on to take over middle hitting duties. James's first serve's a good one. CJ gets up with a block, but he doesn't need it. It hits the tape, falls on Balboa Bay's side of the net. James serving his second. Ace on the back line. That one caught a patch of air, shot up, and then immediately dropped. Looked like it was going to sail out of bounds, but the bottom absolutely fell out of it. And James gets an ace. Here's his third. Roll shot, Evan. He gets help from Oliver. Evan absolutely tattoos the libero, who makes a great dig. Balboa Bay keeps it alive for a free ball. Bradley to CJ. CJ sets Oliver. Soft shot over the block. James to CJ. CJ sets Evan to his left hand. Oliver to CJ. Back to Evan. That time he puts it away. James, another nice serve. His serves are on right now. It's another free ball. Braden to CJ. Beautiful pass. Sets Oliver. Oliver had to move for that one. Not the ideal set, but Oliver manages to get there and put it in the corner. Coach Matt gives CJ a long stare down. You know you can set better than that, is what he's thinking. CJ bashfully shakes his head. Yeah, coach, you're right. I could do better. James, short serve. Another good one. Another free ball? Yes. Braden to CJ. CJ sets Braden. Low. Roll shot. Overpass. Evan, Oliver, Evan. Evan pokes it off hands. Over on two. Bradley. Beautiful dig to CJ. CJ outside to Evan. And again, Evan with a beautiful swing. They keep it alive. James, CJ. Back to Evan. He keeps feeding him. That one he just missed. Hitting error. James to CJ. CJ runs that one down again. Set outside the antenna. Evan takes a standing swing. Tip! Out of bounds. Point to left coast. CJ steps back to serve. Braden moves up to hit Oppo. So we have the setter in the back row again, meaning he's got access to all three hitters. Evan on the outside, Oliver in the middle, and Braden on the right side. CJ's serve is a bullet. My goodness. Might have been going out, but libero didn't want to take a chance on it. Made a play. CJ's back for his second serve. That one's out of bounds. Service error. Braden with a nice dig. CJ runs it down, puts it right over Oliver's shoulder. Oliver makes a great swing. That ball coming over your shoulder is a tough one to get a swing on. Bradley with the dig. They got to run it down. Braden brings it back. Oliver free balls. Oh, into the tape. Oliver, nice play off the tape serve. CJ still having a tough time setting that middle ball. Service error. Evans back to serve. Bradley moves up to hit outside. Another service error for Left Coast. They had cleaned a lot of this up over the last few tournaments, but it looks like the service errors are coming back. Balboa Bay responds with a service error of their own. Oliver comes back to the line. Ryder comes on to take over at middle hitter. Short serve, ace. Right in the area the setter was vacating. So in this rotation, number 6, the setter, is going to be coming in from that left side. Looks like Oliver was serving toward that traffic. And the confusion was enough to earn him the untouched ace. He goes right back at it, results in an overpass. Oliver's there, CJ sets Braden. Nice one that time. The double block is up, no coverage. And Balboa Bay gets the roof. Oliver's off, James is on. Your passers for this service here. Bradley, Evan, and James. That's James's ball. Tight to the net. CJ slaps it over and collects the point. CJ moves up to the front row to set. Area 4 is the call. Short serve. Got to get it over the net. That goes to area 5, a little deeper. Evan. Point to Balboa. Bradley, nice pass to CJ. CJ sets outside to Bradley. Too tight though. Still is a Left Coast point. No, they say Bradley grazed the net on the tight set. Bradley to CJ. Beautiful set that time. Bradley does wonders with it. Let's see here. Uh-oh, tough play. Bradley gets another swing, goes line, hits off fingers. Oh, they call Ryder for a double hit. That was a super, super late call. Might have been the right one. There's a lot of spin on that second touch. Evan needs help. Braden, James. Left Coast stays alive. Roll shot. Evan, CJ, oh, tough set. James manages to hit it over on a down ball. Evan to CJ. CJ sets Braden. Braden goes line, beautiful spot, but out of bounds. Timeout called by Left Coast. First set ended on some unforced errors. Lots of hitting errors, a couple service errors. Certainly some tough sets. And Balboa Bay takes set 1. So I've got it. Thank you. Getting ready to kick off the second set here. Down ref is checking in the players. James coming on at libero. Your front row, Steven hitting outside, Oliver in the middle, Braden hitting oppo. Your back row, James, Evan, and CJ. And the ref calls for the first serve. Ace. Steven needs help from Oliver. Oliver puts it up for Braden. Braden pokes it over with a free ball. Hitting error, deep and out of bounds. Point to left coast. Evan steps back to the service line. Steven hitting outside. Evan's first serve. Results in a free ball. Oliver to CJ. CJ sets low to Steven. Steven pokes it over and finds a spot. Great adjustment by Steven on a tough set. Evan's second serve. That's a bullet. Ace. Right on the right seam. Left the libero and number 21 looking at each other. Evan's third serve. Left seam this time. Balboa Bay hits around the block, finds an empty spot of the court. Service error. Side out for left coast. Oliver to the service line. Jack comes on to take over middle hitting duties. Your front row, Steven, Jack, and Braden. Back row, Evan, Oliver, and CJ. Tip. Not far enough. It falls on Balboa Bay's side for the hitting error. Oliver's second serve. Free ball, Steven's there, beautiful pass to CJ. CJ sets it back to Steven. Tip, Braden, CJ. Steven with a standing swing. Another free ball for left coast. Good spot, deep corner. Free ball kill. Short serve. Evan, nice pass to CJ. CJ, tough set. Double hit. Evan to CJ. CJ to Braden. Braden splits the block. They're still hitting to the middle back, and Balboa Bay is covering it. CJ to Evan. Evan to Braden. Braden rolls it. Middle back again. Steven diving dig. Braden helps out. Left coast, free ball's over. Tight to the net. Free ball for left coast. Evan to CJ. CJ sets Steven. Steven, big hard swing, and that one finally goes down off the blocker's hands and down. Braden's first serve. Ace. Braden's second serve. Short serve. Free ball. Braden. To CJ. CJ sets Evan, back row attack, standing swing to the corner. Hitting error, point to left coast. Braden's third serve, another good one, another free ball. Evan to CJ. CJ sets Steven. Roll shot again to the middle of the court though. They got to hit their corners. Jack goes up with the net defense and throws it down. Steven's hit resulted in an overpass and Jack fed it right back to him. Braden, fourth serve, another short one, another free ball. Every one of his serves has resulted in a good outcome for left coast. James to CJ to Steven. Nice pass, nice set, nice swing. It all starts with Braden's serves, forcing Balboa into free ball situations. Timeout called by Balboa Bay. So I believe this is going to be Braden's fifth serve, and if I'm not mistaken, all four of his first serves have resulted in free balls and free plays, and a chance for left coast to set up their offense. It looks like most of his serves have been short to the 2, 3, 4 area from left to right on your screen. I didn't see where the call was here. But the ref calls for Braden's fifth serve. Short again, 5-6 area, or 4-5 area. Back row attack, Jack gets up, he gets hands on it, but the soft block falls in no man's land in the middle of the court. Right place, right time. Just couldn't quite push it over. Steven, he needs help. Braden, CJ, free ball's over. Heads for the corner, good spot. Braden to CJ. CJ sets Jack. Jack hard, the block is up. Oh, Evan with a nice dig. It goes in between CJ and Braden. Neither one of them can play it cleanly. Your passers, Steven, Evan, James, and it looks like Coach Matt has Braden stepping up to act as a fourth passer. Evan steps in front of that one, and it results in an ace. Looks like we have four passers again. This one to Braden. CJ's got to run it down. Puts it up for Braden. Braden standing swing. Free ball. Braden. Oh, double hit called against Balboa. The referees calling double hits a little tighter than most referees do at this level. Usually a 12U. They'll let you have a lot more latitude with that second touch, but she's calling it pretty tight for both teams. Stevens back to serve. Evan moves up to hit outside. Ace for Steven, right to the middle of the court. All six Balboa players look at each other, wondering whose ball that was. Steven's second serve. That one goes deep, too deep. Another left coast service error. Back to the three-man passing rotation with Evan, James, and Steven. This one goes to Steven, tight to the net. CJ tries to poke it over, but can't reach it. Substitution, Steven comes off, Bradley comes on. Your passers, Evan, James, and Bradley. Service error. Jack comes back to serve. Oliver takes over at middle hitter. Jack's first serve is an ace. Jack's second serve. Another left post service error. James comes on at libero. Your passers, Evan, Bradley, and James. That one finds the seam between Bradley and James. Evan to CJ. CJ sets Evan. Middle back hit. Gotta go corners. Run over. Braden gets help from Bradley. CJ free balls. Bradley. CJ called for help on the second touch, but there wasn't a player there to reach it in time. Balboa Bay lets him off the hook with the service error. CJ comes back to serve. CJ back to serve. Braden moves up to hit Oppo. Nice spot, nice ace. CJ's second serve. Another nice serve to the right seam, another ace. Looks like he keeps attacking area 5 and the 5-6 seam on his first 2. Let's see where he goes with number 3. Same spot. Results in a free ball. Bradley, CJ, Oliver. Middle back again. There's always going to be a defender there when you hit middle back. Oliver gets a soft block. No coverage behind the block. Evan, CJ pokes it over on 2. Tip, Braden, nice pass to CJ. CJ sets Braden. Braden goes line. Nice dig by the libero for Balboa Bay though. Roll shot, James, he needs help from Oliver. Oliver puts it up for Evan. Evan, middle back hit again. Bradley to CJ, tight to the net. CJ pulls it off. Bradley finds a nice spot. Hitting error by Balboa. Left post collects the point. Evans back to serve. Bradley moves up to hit outside. Bradley gets a nice block. Oliver tries to get a secondary touch, but they can't gather the soft block. Side out to Balboa. Evan, he needs help. James, Evan, free ball. That sets way outside the antenna. And the hit is outside the antenna, out of bounds, point to left coast. Oliver back to serve. Jack moves up, that middle hitter. Oliver serves a good one. Balboa Bay with the kill. Bradley, nice pass to CJ. CJ sets Bradley. Middle back hit. Results in a free ball though. Jack's there to defend the net. Smashes it down. Braden back to serve. CJ moves up to set front row. 2-3. Short serve is where coach wants it. That one's more of an area 1 serve, but still gets the intended result of a free ball. Bradley to CJ. CJ sets Bradley. Outside the antenna though. And unlike Evan, Bradley's a right-hander. You set him too far outside the antenna, that's a really tough adjustment for him to make. Evan to CJ. CJ to Jack. Jack free balls. Soft block. Jack gets a touch with the soft block again, and that time there was some coverage behind it. James made a nice diving attempt at it, so did Evan. But they're not able to put it anywhere where their teammates can pick them up for that final touch. Service error. Bradley back to serve. Evan up to the front row. $17. Yeah, that's it. Bradley's first serve. Jack, another nice block. He's there, he's in the right spot. He's getting hands on the ball. But he just can't quite push it over the net. So close to roofing every single one of these. We got a problem at the scorers table. They've given Balboa Bay an extra point, so we're trying to get that remedied here. The down ref came over to talk to the up ref, but this is one we usually lose. When the down ref thinks they've got it right, usually they're not going to change it. Scorers table says no, 21-19 is correct. So we're going to lose that point to Balboa. Nothing to be done about it though. Hopefully the boys can rally and it won't make a difference. So again, the official scorers table has us at 21-19. Waiting to see if our scoreboard is going to update to reflect that. Braden, CJ's got to run that one down. It's a free ball. Roll shot. Bradley's there. CJ sets Braden for a back row attack. Braden goes middle of the court. Nice back row attack and placement by Braden. Jack steps back to serve. Oliver takes over at middle hitter. The front row, Evan, Oliver, and CJ setting. Jack's first one is good. Looks like it's going to be tough to return. It results in a free ball. Bradley and Jack collide. CJ gets a nice set over to Oliver. Touch. Oliver to Jack to Oliver. Good position by Oliver. It results in a free ball. Bradley to CJ. Tight to the net. CJ throws it down. That's a good one. That's what coach has been wanting to see out of CJ in the front row. When he gets a set tight to the net, that he just puts it away with authority. Jack's back to serve his second. That one's a low, hard serve. Nice play by Balboa Bay. Ball is out of bounds. Evan made a play at it. Jack helps out. It's a free ball for Balboa. Pass tight to the net. CJ up, gets a one-handed block. Redirects it toward Oliver, but too tight to the net. Point to Balboa. James comes on at libero. Your three passers, Evan, Bradley, and James. Great serve. Bradley, Evan, and a free ball. And that falls. The setter forgot he was setting. So Balboa's pass falls. It was a great pass right where the setter should have been. But whoever had setting duty on Balboa forgot for a moment. And left coast gets the ball. And a chance to serve for the second set. Free ball. Bradley, tight to the net. CJ can't play it that time. Braden, Bradley, Braden. I missed the call. I missed the call, but they stopped play, and it appeared they gave the point to Balboa Bay, but the down ref looks like she's saying Balboa Bay came under the net and it should be a left post point. So the down ref is going to have a conversation with the up ref to sort this out. Left coast either just won the second set or Balboa just sided out. The down ref keeps indicating stepping over the line and saying that Balboa Bay players came under the net. She's trying to make that case to the up ref. That result would give left coast the set. But usually when they talk this long, it results in a replay. They're going to redo the play. So CJ again, serving for set number 2. And he puts it away with a monster ace. Beautiful serve, low and hard. Left Coast forces a third set in this battle for best Orange County 12U team. Balboa Bay wins the toss. They'll be serving for the third set. Third sets, again, always played to 15 points. On the neighboring court, we're watching a close set between Rockstar and MB Surf. Rockstar is within 2, 20 to 18. MB Surf is currently up. The winner of our court will face the winner of that court in the third match of the day. Ref is checking in players. Looks like our 3 players on serve receive will be Bradley, James, and Evan. Bradley sitting outside, Oliver's in the middle, Braden's sitting oppo. Down ref has finished checking in the players. Oh, she's holding the serve. Looks like we've got something happening at the scorer's table they're sorting out before they start the match. All right, scorer's table is ready. Up ref is ready. She calls for Balboa Bay's first serve. James to CJ, tight to the net. CJ tries to throw it over on 2. Good spot, but just misses the line. Ace for Balboa Bay. Evan, nice pass to CJ. CJ sets Oliver. Tough set. CJ still having a hard time setting his middle. Whoa, what was the call? No! That ball was out by a good 1.5 feet, 2 feet. Somehow the ref missed it. The opposite lines judge, the one on Balboa Bay's side, called it in, but it was out by like a mile. There should not be a discussion about this one. This is a no-brainer, point to left coast. But it was missed. It might... I don't know how all the refs could have missed what was such an apparent out ball. The only question in my mind was whether there was a touch on it at the net from our blocker. But if they're just wondering if it was in or out, it was out. Good, they got the call right. Evan steps back to the line. Bradley moves up to the front row. The front row, Bradley, Oliver, and Braden. The back row, James, Evan, and CJ. Evan's first serve's a good one. It's going to be another free ball. James to CJ. CJ's got to run it down, though. Sets Bradley outside the antenna. Bradley makes a nice adjustment, and he hits toward the corner. Nice swing. Another free ball. Evan, good pass to CJ. CJ sets Braden. Another free ball. Left coast needs to put it away. That time, Oliver tools it off the blocker's hands for the kill. Evan with an ace. Evan with another great serve. This is a free ball. Evan to CJ. CJ sets Bradley. Bradley hits it hard off hands. Overpass, Bradley's there. CJ sets Bradley again. That time Bradley takes a little off and goes line. Soft block by Oliver. James makes an attempt at a dig. Left coast could not hustle that ball down. Point to Balboa. Evan. Bradley helps out. Oliver, free ball's over. Hitting error by Balboa. And it looks like the other court has finished. MB Surf will advance. Rockstar will move down to the consolation bracket. So the winner of our court will play MB Surf in the finals. Oliver to serve. Jack takes over at middle hitter. Evan with a nice dig. CJ's got to peel it off the net. He does. Braden gets a standing swing. Deep to the middle back. Tip. Bradley pops it up. Oh, collision between Jack and CJ. Second ball. Results in a Balboa Bay point. Jack comes off. Ryder comes on. Evan needs help. Ryder. CJ. Tried to hit it over on two. No coverage. Bradley tight to the net, overpass. Nothing can be done. Oliver, CJ, Ryder. Stevens come on to hit outside. Oliver diving dig, CJ sets outside. Steven has to make an adjustment. Ryder, great second play. CJ, Braden with beautiful touch. Off the blocker's hands and down. Nice heads up play by Ryder. Gather that up. Braden steps back to the line. CJ moves up to set from the front row. He can now leave his feet and attack the ball like any other hitter. So on those tight passes, he can throw it or dump it. Braden's first serve. Hitting error, deep and out of bounds. Braden serving his second. Ryder gets a block and a secondary touch. Somehow they keep this ball alive. Braden to CJ. CJ outside to Steven. Steven, big swing through the block. Splits the blockers. I thought that was a kill. There was no whistle though. Now they're going to redo the play. That ball hit the ground, I'm pretty sure. But the ref let play continue. Evan caught the ball because he assumed it was a kill. Looks like they're going to redo it, calling an inadvertent whistle on what was ultimately a missed call. So it should have been a left coast point. Instead, it's a redo point. Area 1 is the call, deep left corner of the court. Ace. Nice high floating knuckleball. Ryder with the roof. That time Balboa Bay hits line and collects a kill over the block. Oliver to CJ. CJ sets Braden for a back row attack. Braden, nice roll shot to the seam. And this is trouble for Balboa Bay. Free ball, Braden. Tough pass. CJ gets under it, sets Steven. Steven tips. Out of bounds, hitting error. Steven's back to serve. Evan moves up front to hit. Your front row, Evan, Ryder, and CJ. Your back row, Oliver, Steven, and Braden. Left coast has two blockers up, but they had a hole in between them. Balboa Bay splits the block and gets the kill. Short serve. Evan, tight to the net. CJ. There he goes again on those tight passes, throwing it down for a point. James comes on to serve. Oliver moves up to take over at middle hitter. James' first serve is a good one, and it's an ace. Second serve. Overpass. Oliver's there. Oh, he wanted that one. perfect spot, and he snaps the wrist and puts it right in the middle of the court. Timeout called by Balboa. James steps on the court to serve, gets one ace, and then gets one overpass that might as well have been an ace. James coming out of the timeout, serving his third in a row. Tight pass that time. Another nice outcome off of James' serve. He's 3 for 3. Every time he's put the ball in play, Balboa has had no answer. His fourth. Ace! 4 in a row. James taking control. And he is now 2 serves away from taking the match. It's another good one. It's a free ball. Oliver to CJ. CJ sets way outside the antenna. Evan manages to get a good angle swing on it. CJ. Double hit called on Balboa Bay. James is back to serve for the match. Balboa Bay finally gets an opportunity to set up an offensive play off of a James serve. And they hit around the block for the kill. But the Balboa Bay server, one of their stronger servers, steps back to the line, needing 5 in a row to keep his team alive. James, CJ's got to run it down. He keeps it alive somehow. Free ball. Oliver gets a soft block. CJ tries to dive to poke it up and keep it in play. Balboa Bay server's magic number is now 4 to keep his team alive. Steven to CJ. CJ sets Evan off the net. Evan gets a good swing on it though. Results in an overpass. Somehow they keep it alive. The first hit does not count as a block. Evan went up to hit that ball, not block it. If he went up to block it, they would have gotten a 4th touch allowed, but his first one was a swing. That means it was too many touches for Left Coast. James to Evan to Braden. Deep and out of bounds hitting error. Timeout. All right, looks like your passers, Evan, Bradley, and James. You just need one stop here. Evan to CJ. This is a chance. Evan, nice swing, beautiful cut shot. Made a nice adjustment on that set, hit the hardest angle he could, and found an empty space on the court. Left Coast just hangs on to their unofficial title of Best 12U team in Orange County. Balboa Bay, tougher and tougher every single time they face them though. Left Coast earns their spot into the finals for Tourney 5. We may be starting immediately, or we may be off for about an hour. I'm unsure on how this goes, but when we come back, I'll be facing MB Surf for Tournament 5, top spot.